So to do 46 and 10.2, where I'm supposed to calculate and assume that x is bigger than 0. Why would I assume x is bigger than 0 for this? Not quite dividing by 0, but another thing that I'm not allowed to do. What is it?
You don't want the root of 0.
Yeah, not the root of 0. I'm okay with that, but I'm not okay with the square root of a negative number, right? Remember? So the squaring function doesn't output negative numbers, so the unsquaring function doesn't know how to take them, right? Okay, so, if I'm supposed to combine these things, how do I do that? First, maybe I should make them into fractions that I know how to deal with. Okay, so fractions that I know how to deal with maybe would look like, what can I do to this to make it a fraction I know how to deal with?
Take the square root of 49.
Yeah, you square root the top and the bottom, right? So I can rewrite this as the square root of 13x over the square root of 49. And then on the other one, what do I get?
Square root of 13x over 2.
Okay.
Square root of 4.
Yeah, so square root of 13x over the square root of 4. And then my next step is to notice, square root of 49 is 7. So I've got 3 square roots of 13x over 7. And then I'm subtracting 5 square roots of 13x over 2. You guys see that?
Make the bottom 14
Okay, now I'm adding fractions, right? So I should find a common bottom, right? Okay, so to find a common bottom, what do I need?
You just need to make sure the bottom is the same, and 7 to multiply by
Yeah, so here I should think the common bottom is
14.
14, 7 times 2. Okay, so what's the left guy need?
The left guy needs a 2.
That needs a 2 on the bottom. Okay, so I've got 3 square root of 13x over 7, and I'm multiplying by 2 on the bottom, right? Oh yeah, and I have to leave it unchanged, right? So I have to multiply on the top as well. And then I'm subtracting 5 square root of 13x over 2. And what's this guy?
7.
7? Okay, so I put a 7 on the bottom.
And on the top.
And I have to put one on the top too. Okay, so I get first guy.
You get negative 29 root 13x over.
Okay, bit slower. On this first left term, what do I get?
6 root 13x over 14.
6 root 13x over 14. And then here on this guy I've got
35 root 13x over
35 root 13x over
14.
14. Okay, so now I can say, all right, these are all over the common bottom, right?
29 root 13.
So this is 6 root 13x minus 35 root 13x all over 14. Right? That's really like terms, right? These were over 14s and those were over 14s, so now that they're the same, I can combine. Okay, now what?
Put them together.
Yeah, these are like terms, right? I've got 6 root 13x's and 35 root 13x's. So this is like Jimmy brought 6 root 13x's to a party and Sally ran off with 35 of them. How many does he have left?
Negative 29.
Okay, is negative 29 root 13x is, whatever the heck that is.
And then take a 7 off the top and the bottom. And it's a negative 4 root 13x over 2.
Ooh, very close.
Oh,
But you can't take a 7 out of 29, you can
Yeah.
take it out of 28.
oops.
You guys see that? So like, I'd like to, at this point, factor cancel or something, but I really kind of can't. The only other step I might be able to do is what? It's the only other thing I can do here.
Pull out the negative and put it in front.
Okay, yeah, we could sort of rephrase as negative 29 over 14. This was the thing I wanted to break up. How else could I break up the square root?
Root 13 and then root x.
Yeah, I could say this is root 13 times root x. This is not a lot better, right? So this might be an appropriate place to stop. You could go this extra step if you want to. I can't say I would really recommend it. Cool. Did that solve your, what was your question? Where were you?
That was just wanting to make sure.
Okay.
Got an idea how to go through the process.
Just a refresher.
Okay.
Yeah.